most useless invention, and I fall for it every time. I buy a new one every trip.
On this series of On the Line with Adam Morito, Adam's in a Caribbean hotspot famous for its legendary 7-mile beach, scuba diving, pristine water, and no taxes, the Cayman Islands. Teeming with wahoo, tuna, snapper, grouper, and endless inshore species, this place truly is a world-class angler's paradise. The Caymans are made up of 3 main islands, Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, and Cayman Brock. And each island here has something special to offer. Today, Adam's fishing in Grand Cayman with local legend Dominick Martin-Mayes and his first mate Drippy, targeting deep water grouper and snapper. The wind forecast for the week was horribly wrong, and Adam even delayed the trip until the weather report said the wind was dying. But when they landed, it picked up even worse. That didn't stop the boys from going out on their quest to hook and land the rare and elusive mystic grouper. Commonly found in over 1,200 feet of water, these giants of the deep are hard to find and even harder to catch. So to start the day, the boys head out trolling to get some blackfin tuna, to use as their deep drop bait, and to see if any wahoo are feeding around the surface.
First order of the day, we've come up the northwest point of the island, so this is all West Bay up here. Turtle Farm, Macabuca. So we're going to set out some tuna feathers here, try to catch some bonitas, skipjacks, blackfin tuna. That's what we're going to be using for bait, for deep dropping for the groupers and the snappers. Hopefully in the next hour or so, if we can quickly get them in, and we have a good session. Also going to slack out some wire lines in the back here, Monell stainless steel wire, double hook rigs with ballahoos, with islander lures over the top, targeting wahoos, some on trolling leads, some not on trolling leads. So not targeting wahoos directly, trying to get bait for the snappers.
But we're not going to say no.
But we're not going to turn down the opportunity.
We're not going to say
no.
So you can see 7 Mile Beach right here. Our hotel is on that strip where all the high rises are. We're coming around to the south point of the island now. It's a lot calmer than where we launched from. The wind's coming from the north, so now we're going to get some shelter around this point. Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah, boy! Look at the head shakes! Look at the head shakes! Oh, yeah! There we go. We gotta keep the line really tight because wahoo had super, super hard head shakes. Coming up. See him any second. He's coming through the water. Come left, come left. Keep reeling. All right, take a step back. Take a step back. Yeah!
All right, guys.
7 Mile wahoo.
All right, guys, watch yourselves.
What a nice fish.
Beautiful wahoo, guys.
Gorgeous. Let me hold him up.
Beautiful fish. Let me unclip this for you real quick. Watch yourself on them teeth, yeah?
Yeah.
I learned a month ago and he lost my toe, so.
What a gorgeous fish to
Beautiful
start the
fish.
day.
Beautiful fish.
7 Mile wahoo, baby.
That's why we fish in the Cayman Islands. 200 yards from shore. Beautiful wahoos from.
Oh, let me hold him up profile.
There we go, sir. Beautiful fish, Adam.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful fish. man.
Beautiful 25-pound wahoo.
Beautiful fish.
Gorgeous. Good start to the morning. All right.
Just lay him straight down in there.
So just to give you guys an idea of how quickly it gets deep here from land to the water, that boat is in 60 feet of water there. That's the Kitty Wake Wreck. It's a really popular dive spot here in Grand Cayman. We're about, I don't know, 200 yards away from it, and we're in 850 feet right here. So I can almost cast a 200-gram jig to 60 feet of water from here. We're in the abyss.
So these are for top water, so if we see the tunas come up, or mahis or anything up on the surface amongst the birds, we'll actually go up, we'll stop the boat, we'll cast those into it, fast retrieve, and hopefully we get that top water bite.
80-pound yellowfin on a spinning reel.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Cancel your gym membership. This LP is an extremely sturdy, reliable deep drop reel and rig. This is what a lot of guys use for sword fishing commercially in Florida, but it works great for deep dropping pretty much anywhere in the world. So we got a 250-pound mono leader and a shitload. Dominic, how much braid do we have on here?
Probably about 3,500 yards.
3,500 yards of braid. So we're gonna send some of the blackfin and squid down to the bottom to see if we can get a black satin.
That's right, yeah. So we're going to be deep dropping between 600 and about 1,200 feet using a 5-6 pound sinker on the back, a rig with 8 hooks, all with individual swivels.
Double chicken rig.
Yeah, exactly.
It's double chicken.
So 8 hooks going down, you know, give us more chances. A couple bigger hooks on the bottom where we're going to put half a blackfin head or big strips of blackfin. That's going to be for more your grouper baits. And then we're going to do a mixture of blackfin and squid as well. We're just going to keep an eye out. A lot of tunas around, so we might halfway through end up picking up and running out to some tunas. So
because those big mystic grouper, they'll inhale one of those blackfin heads.
They'll swallow it, and then that circle hook.
Big circle hook. As soon as they take it on the rig, it'll set the hook itself in the corner of the mouth, and really hard for it to get off. So you see our rig here. This is called a chicken rig or a donkey rig, depending on what part of the world you're in. Dominic doubled up. He put 8 hooks instead of 4, so we got a double chicken rig.
Go big or go home.
Nice circle hooks. You always want to have a lot of hooks when you're fishing deep water because the bait gets picked at pretty quickly. And if you lose one bait, we got 7 more. And it's a long way to go up and down just for one hook. So same setup as the port side of the boat. This one's got blue braid instead of orange.
So the other one,
Tomato, potato.
Yeah, the other one's got a wind on too. That's primarily for sword fishing. So with the braid, you're going to get a little more responsiveness through the rod tip. So prefer to deep drop with the straight braid.
This one's full electric, no manual crank. Yeah. Gorgeous.
We've done a little mix here, a little bit of blackfin, a little bit of squid.
All right, let's do it. We're just over 1/3 of a mile offshore, and we're in over 1,000 feet of water. The drop-offs around Cayman are crazy. It's not a slow sloping descent. It's an instant drop-off into trenches. Kind of like it. So here we go. Revolutions in feet. If it's 1 for 1, we're at almost 830 feet. There we are. Set the drag at the number 2 mark. Bring it up off bottom a little bit. Now watch the rod tip.
It's the WMD, it's the medium strength one. So they use it up in Florida for the sword fishing. A little bit more backbone on it. Great for deep dropping because when you do get those groupers and stuff like that, you just have a little bit more backbone in, say, than the softer sword rod that are over here, which is designed for low current down here. Up in Florida, they're dropping 4, 5, 6 knots of current when they're sword fishing. Down here, we're less than 1.5 knots, so much smaller weights, so we don't need such stiff rods, so we get much better bite indication.
dropping is very effective because you have a big weight actually at the bottom of your line and all the hooks are above it. And on the main line, we have leaders, little leaders placed at different locations on it with circle hooks. So when a fish takes the bait and bites and moves away, it actually causes tension when it pulls away from the main line and it catches on the 6-pound weight at the bottom. And that tension hooks the circle hook into their mouth and they can't get away. So that big weight actually helps us set the hook. It's what causes the tension before we actually start to retrieve the line. It's not the same as a J-hook where you have to actually give it some pressure to set. So we just got stuck in a rock pile and we gave it a bunch of slack and a nice fish came and picked the hook up and unhooked it for us. Yes! About 120 feet from the surface. This fish isn't huge, but still feels a little decent. What a gorgeous looking fish. Look at that pinkish blue tinge. Deep water snapper species. The biggest one I've seen is about 10 pounds. These, they get decent. This one's gonna be a nice little eater. Gorgeous wenchman. And we got this little guy. Nice little queen snapper, juvenile. I would release this guy, but it's gonna be hard to because he came up from so deep. So he's going in the pan tonight. This is about 1/8 of the size of the ones we get in Barbados. Okay, we just pushed off into about 1,200 feet, and we got something giant on the line. Yeah, I'm an island boy. And I just look at that, he's stalling us out. Stalling us out on the LP. That's a good fish. That could be our grouper, guys. That could be our grouper. Look at this. Look at it in the waves, bouncing waves. The bend in that rod and the stalling of the spool. Doesn't have a lot of head shakes like a queen snapper, so it's making me more confident that it's a grouper. Oh, man! Definitely don't want to put too much pressure on and have it snap off.
We're only running 50-pound braid on our deep dropping rigs. That's so we have a smaller diameter, so we can keep the scope out of the line, so we can stay more up and down on it, less resistance to make the bait and everything scope out. Primarily we use it for sword fishing, so we want to keep that bait as deep as we can without all the scope. So we got to be a little careful on the drag, but this fish is coming up.
Grouper are more big, dead weight fish than they are feisty, like a snapper, who usually give a lot of head shakes. Grouper do give head shakes too, but it's more like boom, 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 big, slow, and heavy. Queen snapper and other snappers are the tip goes like a bat out of hell. Groupers is more of a steady, slow, dead weight retrieve. 600 feet to go. Yeah, boom slap.
It's a very grouper-esque bite, so finger crossed that's what he is, but beautiful head shakes coming through.
It's not an amberjack. If it's an amberjack, I'm flying home. How you laugh, man. Drippy, no, real bad man.
Real bad man.
Real bad man. I don't want to wear this too much, but my pasty ass gets burned really quick, so then I'm gonna get yelled at by my mother, by my wife. Probably people I don't even know are yelling at me, but that's fine. There he is. There he is. There he is. Grouper. Real bad man,
tackle hook right in the corner.
The 8-banded grouper! Ah! Ah! Yeah! Come on!
That's a great grouper.
I felt that one go slack and I knew something just
Yep.
took the weight off.
Beautiful grouper.
Real Batman!
Beautiful grouper.
Wow, guys.
That's a beautiful
Son.
grouper.
Look at this, guys. This is a gorgeous mystic grouper. Oh my god! Yeah, baby! Cayman Islands, 7 Mile Beach mystic grouper. Wow! They also call these the 8-banded grouper in the South Pacific because they've got 8 stripes that go down their side. Wow! Look at the mouth on this thing. Look at that. Designed to just completely engulf prey. As soon as it gets in, it's not getting out. Wow. Let me see. Look at the dorsal spines on it. They are so sharp. Dom, you want to show us the dorsal spines here? Come around and...
Got these spines up on a ridge here.
Yeah.
Extremely sharp here. You can
Look
see
at
the
those.
bone in the middle here.
Yeah.
They go in, wedge themselves amongst the rock. Anything come in, you do not want to be putting your hands in here. Full
No.
of bacteria. Go right through your glove, through your hand.
What a
You can
fish.
see the pressure change. You can actually see where he's been eating. That's actually his stomach coming up from the pressure change coming up. And that's what caused him to float. You can see his big belly here all puffed up.
Look at this, guys.
Probably around the 30 mark, 30
Yeah,
mark.
that's a 30-pounder for sure. Oh, what a fish. Oh, man. Remember the first rule of fishing. The uglier they are, the better they taste. Let's see if we can show the teeth here. Look at these canines. Not as long as a snapper. Wow, look at this. This is all just distended. Not as long as a snapper, but still designed to trap prey and crush more than pierce. The bottom row of teeth there. Wow. He's got what? 3 or 4 rows of teeth there. Wow, what a gorgeous fish. It's one of the best eating fish in salt water. I like the snowy grouper personally, but oh my god.
We've been chasing
Yes.
him for a while down here now, huh?
Seriously. Me and Dom have been trying to get this for what, 2-3 years
Yeah,
now?
2 years now, probably 10, 12 trips out looking for these groupers. And we've had tunas, wahoos, marlin, everything else, but finally got into that grouper.
That big tail, you can really feel it when it's powering down there.
That's what gives you that typical
Yeah.
thump of the groupers.
Wow. Okay. Let's get this guy in the ice brine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a gorgeous fish. Woo! What a fish. One more time. Look at that profile. Wow, guys. That's going to be awesome. Into the ice brine. Out. Wow.
See that big, powerful tail? Put him in there next to that wahoo there. Alright.
Right now we're pulling up to the 7 Mile beach strip. Again, we were fishing only about 1/3 of the mile off the beach because the water is so deep so fast. Here you can see it's so teal blue, super shallow. This is the big strip of Grand Cayman. absolute beast we got from earlier. Oh yeah. What a fish. Iced it down. It's been chilling for about 3 hours. Meat's gonna be nice and cold. Time to fillet. We bought the cord Bubba electric knife instead of the cordless. Me and all my genius before we came here. So we plugged it into this guy's outlet. So what we're gonna do is come right behind the gill plate, pec fin, cut up into the head. So we get to the backbone. Wow. Then we're gonna turn our knife to make our lateral cut down the backbone. Always angled down so we don't miss any meat. Do not go through the backbone. Like always, come on, baby. These fish have such thick dorsal spines and such a thick hide that trying to get through it, there we go. Now she's moving like butter. Once you do get through it, you're okay. Oh my goodness. That is an absolute beautiful piece of Mystic Grouper. Look at that fillet, it's 2 inches thick. Snow white meat, absolute beautiful piece of Mystic Grouper. Wow. Right up behind the gill plate, down to the backbone. This knife is cutting through the hide really well. You wouldn't be able to do it this efficiently with a manual held one. Knife do all the work. Unbelievable. Look at that. These ribs are so big, you could probably smoke them. We're not going to do that today, but and just scoop them out. Oh my God. Look at that, guys. Yeah.
Full of eggs.
Oh, bread, baby. Gorgeous. Almost like the cheek meat we're gonna get. Gonna be like 2 nice scallops. Look at that. That is like a scallop. Here's the head meat, and there's the cheek meat. Now we're gonna switch to the 7-inch. Snapper. Caymanian queen snapper.
Tonight, the boys are taking the catch to a new restaurant on Grand Cayman called Nova. a beachfront gem nestled on the north shore of West Bay. A fusion of Mediterranean and Japanese cuisine, Nova is a perfect blend of luxury beach club and fine dining. This is the ideal spot to bring fresh fish for a unique culinary experience with incredible chefs.
Tonight we're at Nova. It's a brand new beach club at the most westerly point of the island. It's got kind of a Nikki Beach vibe to it. It actually looks pretty cool. It's got a beautiful view of the ocean out here, so we're gonna cook up that big mystic grouper and those other small snappers we got today. Authentic Caymanian style. It's gonna be awesome. Look at the size of those cheeks. They're like scallops. Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, you look at this chunk of grouper. That's 5 pounds of grouper flesh right there. That's grouper meat. So we're seasoning it now with local blackened seasoning, olive oil. What would you say the favorite spice in Cayman is? What do people like to use here?
In my restaurant, they like tungarashi, the spicy tungarashi. That
Okay.
will I use in the fried tempura.
Okay,
I will
right.
marinate and then I will fry that.
Sweet. Oh, it smells so good. Look what he's got going back here.
Miso paste. Japanese
paste.
Yeah. Lemon. Squeeze open lemon. This one we will just pan seared only.
Pan sear?
Yeah.
Kind of like scallops, right?
Yeah, just-
Barely any time. Just split and flip. You don't want to overcook grouper or any whitefish ever. This is gonna sizzle. Oh yeah. Piping hot skillet, fresh mystic.
Little,
Flour?
yeah, little flour.
And what is that?
This is a tempura batter
Tempura batter.
with a little cornstarch in this one to get a crispiness.
Lovely.
You need to take it, otherwise stick in the bottom. It won't stick.
So we've got our wahoo sliced and diced. I always find the ceviche on this island, the pieces are thick. Like where I come from, Barbados, they're all really small, fine pieces. These are nice, like thick chunks. Solid.
And there we have our sauce. It's red pepper puli, red pepper and red onion and tomato with some lime juice, salt, pepper.
sauce for the grilled fish that we give our local catfish shop.
So what's in this? Tomatoes, olives?
Tomato, olive, garlic, basil, and sake, the wine from Japan.
Paper dressing.
Depend on the light on the top. Miso, lemon,
Potatoes.
spice.
Mystic grouper tempura. Wow, look how nice that batter fried up.
Wahoo.
This is wahoo ceviche. Almost looks like a sriracha. Yeah, nice one. That is so good. That red sauce is amazing. There's the Mystic Grouper Tempura. Let's see what it looks like inside. Look at that. And they put that special Japanese spice on it too. Tartar sauce. Oh my god. See this. Oh my. Here, let me cut into this a little better. Mystic Grouper. Let's see. How mystic are you? Oh,
I gotta meet with you. My clients come down. It's not
look at that. With the Mediterranean olive and tomato salsa. Not a bad first day.
It looks incredible.